All right. What's going on, everybody? Kids are upstairs, so if you hear every once in a while something in the background, it's the kids walking around. I told them to tiptoe. I got my beer. You guys ready? I've been waiting. I've been waiting quite a while. How long has it been? 3 weeks before we've had our last Inside Star Citizen. I'm really curious to see if this is going to be a good one. It's been a while. It's a nice Kolsch here. Been a while since I had a beer with you guys. Let me just pour the Kolsch in here very nicely. Not endorsing this at all, by the way. But I've been looking forward to this, and it makes quarantine go much faster. And I'm having a good time playing 3.9, and it's really lightened me up. Even with all the bugs and everything, it's not that bad for me. I've not had too many issues other than crashing. I noticed the NPCs were reacting a little bit better. I've got a lot of content on the channel. Hey guys, how are we doing in the chat over there? How are you guys doing? It's good to see you guys. Fox, Cash, Professional, Ronan. Good to see you guys over here. Bobo, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Good to see everybody back here. I missed you guys. We've been streaming on Twitch too, by the way, guys. Just so you know, we've been putting a lot of gameplay out on Twitch, playing 3.9. This week was just like a really nice vacation for me. I got to get back into the swing of things, start making content again, and feels real good. I got inside new Babbage, so you guys can check out that content on Twitch. On the YouTube channel, we got some new Babbage Club action. We looked at the new survival-based dynamic weather mechanics outside. We saw the snow melt. Like, all that stuff's on the YouTube channel. I hope you guys are enjoying that. It's just been a blast streaming on Twitch with you guys with the gameplay. And I wanted to do a lot of the commentary stuff over here, so Inside Star Citizen review fits in real nice. Ah, nice, Killian. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. What's up, Austin? What's up, E-Phalanx? What's up, E-Phalanx? Good to see you, dude. Ripper, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while. Slancha, get your glasses up. Let's have a good time, and let's get the show on the road. It's been way too long. I'm really curious what this is going to be like. I hope a lot of you haven't watched it. No spoilers, please. No spoilers. But let's check out, see what we have in store for us. I'm really curious how they're going to kind of boot up Inside Star Citizen now with Corona and all this stuff on. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do. So without further ado, let's start the Inside Star Citizen review. All right, let's get into it.
Amazon, Twitter, Google, Facebook, and Microsoft are allowing their employees to work from home.
For a business that can allow more employees to telecommute, we want you to
Wow, they started it up with the coronavirus, huh? What?
do
This
that.
outbreak is a catalyst for whether or not that is something that is
Work
sustainable.
from home plan is hitting some glitches. Real challenges are in store.
What? Oh man, we talked about this a lot on the channel. How do you guys think they're gonna do now that
feels
they're
really
at home?
surreal because when it all started and people, you know, were talking about that, okay, it's now a pandemic, and then which sounds like quite a scary word. This is like out of a movie. I don't understand. Watching everybody kind of pack up their stuff and move out the office.
Yeah.
Because our studios are so spread out,
We lean on all the studios to help us a little bit.
Chris had started a conversation about what would it look like if we put everybody work from home. We're in a really good position as a company. The nature of how we work with 5 different studios, we're already configured for remote anyway.
Okay. A couple points I have to make here. We'll continue forward. Thanks, by the way. Cash is watching me while he's cooking. What's up, Cash? This does feel otherworldly. Like, what's going on right now feels like something out of a movie. He's always absolutely right. 600 plus employees. I'm not quite sure we're going to see every single one of those people being employed and working behind the scenes. Pretty sure that's not going to happen. I'm not quite sure exactly if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing as far as how they're going to structure their workforce moving forward. If this is going to be more of a delay situation, and the reason why they're putting the coronavirus stuff out at the front of the Inside Star Citizen review is because they're like prepping everybody. Like, hey guys, there's probably going to be delays, or they're maybe trying to reassure people and say, don't worry, we got this under control. I'm going to hold off judgment until I see going forward into 4.0 exactly what I think. I know a lot of the things got pulled out. I talked about it on a video and I wasn't too happy with it, but overall 3.9 has been a really good time for me. I've had a lot of fun. Initially, when you get in, that's the way that it is though. You go to all these new places, woo, right? And then you're like, okay, now let's talk about game mechanics and all the basic core functions that make gameplay fun.
You know, there's a little bit of hiccup as people get figuring out what their needs are and if there's anything that isn't working quite right.
I think after a period of time of perhaps a little bit of weirdness of people just kind of getting used to the fact that they're at a desk, like maybe on their own or not around people, I actually think it's going to play out pretty standard.
That's good to hear. I like her attitude.
For us, it was quicker than I think any of us had anticipated. We had estimated it would take us about a week to move everybody out, in an orderly process.
So it's been an interesting 2 days. You know, we've been running into all sorts of problems from internet speeds to data caps.
Yes.
And downloading 60 gig builds, whether that be a game dev build or a 3.9 branch or.
They're going to talk about some of the delays right now. I like this, that they're addressing some of the concerns going on here. That's pretty cool. Arcane in chat says students are failing, small businesses are dying, people are unemployed. Pandemics suck. Yes, they do, dude. And in my case, though, I have to say, like, with some positive news, like Devin's grades are excellent, better than they've ever been. I've been able to be home with him and help him out with his homework. And Zoe definitely has been helping out with his homework a lot more than I have. And Zoe's doing a great job helping her brother, and he's getting great grades. And, like, there are some positive things happening. Some families are ripping themselves apart. My family, we're tight. We've always been tight. So, I think they'll get through this.
Even the feature stream branch.
Our builds are gigantic, so if we have to pull them every day just to test new things, it's very resource complex. So we have to work around those problems.
Then we've got some VPN issues that we're trying to work out and figure out how we can resolve. And then from there, now that people have their families home, we're trying to work out how, if they need to take time off to teach their kids because they're not able to go there, or daycare, or their spouse is working, or that type of thing, then we need to be flexible with our work hours.
Well, security-wise, we're always observing, trying to, make sure that our perimeters are tight, and that our exposure or risk of data loss is low as it possibly can be, of course.
Oh, for sure.
As far as from a publishing standpoint, pretty much everything we do is remoted anyway. Even if we're in the office, it's all through remote delivery systems.
It makes sense.
It's nice you finally got the tap thing working.
There's Chris there at the bottom. It might be. Here's the thing: when it comes to actually, I feel like after watching that, it might slow things down a little bit, though. Is that the feeling you guys got in the chat? Let me know. Also, if you're watching this as a replay and you're not here live with the family, let me know down in the comments as well. But I'd like to know what you guys think in the chat. If you think this is gonna be okay and speed things, if everything's gonna be okay, let me know. You think it's gonna speed things up, business as usual, or do you think it's gonna slow it down? That's what I'd like to know. That's really what I'd like to know is what you guys think about what's going to happen overall progress to the development of Star Citizen during this time when everybody's sitting at home. I almost felt like it might slow down a little bit.
At this point, I've been in quarantine for over a month now. We've resolved a lot of the VPN issues and a lot of the other issues that we were having. So the VPN one just wasn't.
Killian, I love you, dude. Thank you, man.
Built for hundreds of people, hitting it as hard as we possibly could. We've adjusted the way that builds got deployed. We've actually adjusted the way that we do leads meetings. So now we have a Thursday leads meeting that is about catching up with people and making sure that the communication is happening, making sure that everybody's healthy and doing all right. If anybody needs to be checked in on, is anybody sick? How are people's mental states? We're still continuing to do our sprints and still continuing to do our Scrum stand-ups, making sure that we keep that communication as tight-knit as we possibly can. It still doesn't match what it would be like, having teams basically right next to each other. And
I like him being truthful.
We're not at 100%.
Listen, I like Todd being very truthful here. Like that actually, I'd rather hear that than some BS. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad he's being very upfront.
Capacity. You can see how some of those things that I talked about earlier will affect the release of 3.9, but for the most part, we're still in good spirits.
Before we started the sort of mainly working from home stuff that we're doing now, we'd started work on a couple of new spaces for the space stations. So the cargo shop is a little different from the shops which have been kind of like a single purpose shop. It's kind of a one-stop shop for all your cargo needs, and it'll have a small commercial area for retail purchases with possible sort of guild discounts available. Then there's a small administration area and also a small area to sort of eventually rent cargo specific ships as well, and potentially like going forwards cargo containers and things like that.
I can't wait for this.
It's obviously set in what we're trying to do as a sort of delivery warehouse, mentioning no sort of brand names of course, but if you've ever been in a post office it should be kind of familiar. It's a large warehouse with lots of stacks of different cargo and supplies with a small commercial area for customer use.
They're going to plan on putting these in various cities and landing zones around the verse, and they will continue to populate. I'm very curious to see how the game mechanics are going to be implemented with these cargo areas. We talked about this 2 or 3 episodes ago, so it's been a while. And if you guys are curious about that talk, just look up our Inside Star Citizen review. And we talk about it a few episodes back, so I won't get too much into that. I'm very, very excited to see more of what's going to be happening here.
So another location that's getting a refresh is going to be Grim Hex. We're adding hangars to Grim Hex.
Yeah.
We're also adding XL hangar at Grim Hex.
About time.
Will mean that
Help us out.
Been wanting
Help
to
us pirates out.
Larger ships should now be able to pretty soon. Another
Make
thing
it a little
that's been
more
worked
legit
on Grim Hex right now is the racing aspect. So you should see the location starting to change to support racing when that comes in.
Oh, ho, ho. See,
obviously we all miss.
These are all things that are in the cards now. Like, people don't understand that. These are all things that are actually designed and in the cards, not implemented yet in any Evocati testing, but these are all things that are already currently in the design phase that people do not understand that it's there and ready to go. They just want to flush it out, make sure it's looking good, make sure it's reacting good. Very much similar to the Idris that by the way, don't get me started on the Idris mission not being in 3.9. I'm going to play the video.
Miss the social interaction side of things.
Okay, sorry.
I think that same goes for probably everyone who's in this situation right now.
We've been staying in our weekly playtests longer and longer.
They've now become a much more important space for the company to sort of play and sort of interact together and socialize together, which is really nice.
So we made a lot of good progress these past few weeks.
Well, we don't know really what the future will hold for us, how many curveballs we'll get hit with, but at least the problems that we've faced, I think we've done a fairly good job in resolving them. We haven't gotten everything. We haven't worked out all the inefficiencies yet, but
dude, Todd's a good dude, man. I love that he's just being upfront. This is like solid. I love it.
We'll be able to come together as a team and really kind of push through these issues, and I'm excited to see what we can do.
The team members working from homes around the world are just as dedicated as ever to bring the 1-2 punch of Star Citizen and Squadron 42 to life. Even from their homes, many aspects of both projects continue to fire on all thrusters, from characters to VFX, from spacecraft to locations and beyond. Here's the sprint report. Starting things off with characters, concepts were recently submitted for review of NPC workers to be found in refinery decks, one of several new modules currently in development for the modular space station.
The refineries,
system.
Got put back on the roadmap. By the way, the refineries got put back on the roadmap. Did you guys check that out? That's pretty cool for our industrial guys. That's pretty cool. I'm digging that. Also, I like this artwork. I like the artwork.
Modules aim to add more than just another place to visit, but additional gameplay opportunities for players looking to make their living in the verse, mining valuable
That helmet's
resources.
bomb. Like, what's going
also
on there?
in concept are these heavy armors from the planet Terra, center of the UEE and the planet that humanity chose.
Oh, wow. Very Destiny, man. very Destiny on that.
As with all concepts, these may or may not be chosen to be taken into implementation. But as we've explored before, that's life in the continuously
Damn, those are really slick looking. I like those, man.
iterative world of concept work, and you can bet we'll check in again if any of these designs move forward. In the world of VFX, LookDev continues on updating the atmospheric re-entry effects for ships descending down upon various planets. Now, one of the challenges here is to develop an effect that looks good not only for the enormous variety of ships in the Star Citizen universe, but expanding this.
I wish that light fighter was more effective fighting PvP, man. That Car2Ow is one of my favorite design ships. I loved flying that. 2 years ago at the expo, man, I got an opportunity to fly that thing. I'll tell you, I never had such a great time flying a ship as the Car2Ow. You want to fly a ship and have a good time flying it? The Car2Ow is a fun ship to fly. It can't do much with PvP, really PvP, don't even think of it. But man, what a slick ship.
Assigned distance field serving as the basis for that tech to adapt on the fly to spacecraft with transforming configurations, like the Car2All, the Reliant, and others.
Ooh, look at that. Look at those effects,
which is very
man.
much like concepting,
from the
is
cockpit.
where we explore what's possible with the tech before
Did you guys see that?
Implementation, including
inside
the
the cockpit
exploration of a new burn shader that can alter the look of the hull itself in line with the superheated effects going on around it. Now, while we don't recommend attempting...
Hold up. You know, I was just complimenting when we were in 3.9 playing the PTU first wave the other day. And I was saying, wow, what a great job with the effects on the snow and the water off of every windshield. And that just hold up. That was really nice. Look at that. That is very nice.
Manners. We nonetheless want to explore the potential for when pilots
oh my
do
God, you're a fireball coming back in. Hold on a second. Come on now.
Never happens, does it?
Stop it.
Speaking of vehicles and pilots, we've got a quick look at the updated exterior of the Cutlass Blue, with its unique canopy and current blue-gray exterior, sure to set it apart from its red and black
that looks
brethren,
so good.
as well as a glimpse at the current white box progress of the Crusader Industries Hercules Starlifter.
All right.
Here in both its rough
I'd rather have the
exterior,
Cutlass Blue, but I get you guys that like the
working out
Hercules.
some of the basic layout of its interior,
Drake,
which right
man.
now includes this very, very large hangar, as well as the top deck above. Finally, the places you'll go. And now that the rework of our existing planets and moons with Planetech V4 has been completed, the replacement, or redropping, if you will, of points of interest has begun throughout the Stanton system.
Finally!
With these images of derelicts just waiting to be discovered and re-explored.
We said it. We said it here on this channel. We've been saying it for a while. We want more derelicts. We want more salvage. We want more garbage laying around everywhere. I'm so happy they're going to be putting that in. Nice.
The bartenders are coming. The bartenders are coming. Testbed for the gold standard work our social AI and animation teams have been doing in developing these true-to-life NPCs. The lighting teams are now taking another look at their look.
Okay, some criticism here. Now, first off, in 3.9, okay, just bear with me here for a second. All right, 3.9, the NPCs, they were working pretty good for the most part. I didn't see any NPCs standing in their seats. However, then I saw my friend Relic on Twitter took a picture and he saw an NPC standing up in a seat, and I was like, oh no. So the performance of the NPCs not much better, a little bit better. I'm grading the performance of the NPCs, the AI with the NPC as a C right now. It's better than the previous build, but it's not where it even needs to be yet. They need to continue to work on it. They really do. But for the most part, you can watch the VOD from the other day when I'm playing 3.9. The NPCs are walking around like they should. They're going up the steps fine. They're actually walking and sitting down in the seats. You know, they were a little less sloppy. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But I noticed that I got no interaction out of any of the NPCs except for the hologram and New Babbage. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the chat or in the comments below. But when I try to test out like the interactions between me and the NPCs and the mission givers and stuff like this, I wasn't getting anything. That's probably because it's just the PTU build. So maybe that's what I was encountering. But let me know what you guys think, especially in the comments watching on YouTube as well. If you're not here live with the fam, how dare you? No, I'm just teasing, just teasing. We announce it here on our Discord. By the way, if you love the Inside Star Citizen review show, you like it, please give it a like, push the like button. Thank you.
Locations to ensure that these bartenders blend in visually as well as we hope they will behaviorally. Also in play is early
Dark
work
Angel?
on the Aaron Halo, the dense, Taurus-shaped asteroid belt that will one day be found within the Stanton system. Now, according to Stanton lore, this high-density belt would make quantum traveling through it impossible, requiring pilots that want to pass beyond to move through one of the Halo gateways owned by mega corporation ArcCorp. It's also intended to be one of the most valuable areas for mining in the entire system, both for sheer volume and selection of resources. Now, when we say early work, we mean it. This is still a look dev and resource testing, but as with all things, keep an eye on the public roadmap to find out more about when the Aaron Halo will make its way into the persistent universe.
I'm so excited. Thank you, Killian. Dude, Killian, let me tell you something for being so generous, man. Thank you so much, dude. You're always trying to help out financially. You're always the first one I ever see like putting in donations and stuff. Thanks, dude. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Wow. For the industrialists, for the miners. Look at that. This is a great idea, putting a facility literally in the asteroid field, man. Why wouldn't it be there? That's such a great idea. Think about it. You'd want an industrial base right next to a roid field. I don't think I've ever seen that. And that's the most common sense thing that I've ever seen design-wise. That's the most common sense thing I've ever seen design-wise, and yet I've never seen an industrial complex next to a roid field.
Alpha 3.9 with its new features like the new Babbage landing zone, the 3 brand new moons around Microtech, the player status system, the prison system, unified friends list, personal inner thought and player interaction system improvements, and more, has been in both internal and Evocati testing for the last several weeks, and now on PTU for the last several days. Now, while tremendous progress is being made, Alpha 3.9 still needs more testing before we can bring all these new aspects
Of course, it does.
pulled together and intended to improve the gameplay experience for all players to live. But if there's one thing that we've learned, or rather that's been reinforced in this new work from home era, it's that while we may not always be able to predict what the next challenge will be, there's very little that can't be overcome when we all move together and work towards a common good. We're Inside Star
That one
Citizen.
was a little fast.
I'm Jared Huckabee.
We got a couple cool eye openers.
Tune in to tomorrow's Calling All Devs, where we talk about the future of animals in the persistent universe, and we'll see you back here next week.
Oh, if that comes on tomorrow, I'm definitely going to stream that here, guys. I am very excited about that. Wow. Okay, wait. The future of animals. The future of animals tomorrow. If that comes out before I have to leave to Christie's, I'll let you know in the Discord, guys. And we'll watch that together for tomorrow. I'm so excited. I've been playing 3.9 for days. Thanks, everybody, for showing up here. By the way, first channel to announce that 3.9 was coming to us live. Just saying. You guys, thanks for giving me props on that. Thanks for being here for the fam. Thanks for all the support, guys. We are having a giveaway this Sunday. We're calling a winner for a Cutlass Red. Thanks to our community for helping us out, getting us to the point where we can give that out. That's awesome. You want more information on that, just look it on my Patreon page or become a member on YouTube. Also, we're going to be scheduling another podcast for people interested in talking for our exclusive podcast for members, which we're still doing. We've done 3 episodes so far. We're going to get another one done for this month. I am so very excited. Arcane Snow, Patrick, Killian, Kingston, Buck, Dark Angel, all you guys in the chat right now that have been very active and helpful to this channel. Thank you so much for everything that you do here, sharing all this information. It was great to see you guys today. And don't forget, lots more content coming on the way. I'll see you guys on the next Vidder stream. Thanks so much for all your help and support. And don't forget, stay safe, be smart. Don't go to any beaches like the Floridians. Don't do it. Thanks, guys. Bye.